that has been our biggest struggle in our marriage.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, sex and intimacy.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has been a very big struggle for me, intimacy, and for her, sex.
You have 4 kids.
Yes, we have 4 kids. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I keep telling her, you know, Ash is the gatekeeper. You know, when she wants to have sex, we will have sex, you know. But now me on the other hand, but you on the other hand, if you want to have sex, well, it depends, you know.
How my day has been.
There are various factors affecting, you know. You know, various factors, you know, lack of resources, you know, all those, you know, infrastructure.
Now we need to get your side of the story.
Yes, please. Yeah.
And we are judging you because you're a very young girl.
Very young girl.
And you are in charge. You had age mates who are also working.
Yeah.
Yes.
Start talking now.
Yeah, so
We stayed 3 days. I will cook, put the food on the
At
table.
least you're still cooking.
I'm still cooking. But we're not talking. Whether you want to eat it
Are
or
you
not.
sleeping together?
Yes.
Having sex?
No.
no sex.
No.
Same bed, but no sex.
They say there are parts of the body that are not angry. If you are angry at each other,
That's my theory.
not us.
Everything is one, man.
There's quality versus quantity in sex. Because you might be having a lot of it, but it might be beneficial to one person to the other. If you talk to that woman,
That one person is the man.
exactly, and then the woman's like,
Yeah.
two or two.
You say, how is your sex life? Good. And the other one is like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
we were told you are the queen of submission. How do you do it? Teach us. Teach us. Teach us your ways. Hi guys, and welcome back. This is the Rodah Kangahi Show, a space where we talk about marriage and we glorify marriage because it was initiated by God and it works, especially when both of you are working at it. My name is Rodah Kangahi, and as we record this Saturday, I'll be turning 6 years in marriage. Yay! I just need Isukuti dancers and I don't know what to celebrate. To celebrate with me. Yeah, so I'm really grateful. It has taken the grace of God, and thank you so much for the support you give towards this show. Today I have a guest that I was scared to talk to because I believe they were so busy and they are such celebrities. But then I was looking at you, I'm like, hey, these are those people who have PAs to answer. Yeah. You have a group of people. If they miss my DM, I'll never be answered. But I took a leap of faith.
Amen.
Oh, and I DM'd. I slid. And Ben here responded.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'll start by saying you guys need to follow. I haven't seen you so much on Instagram.
I am.
You are?
Yeah,
you
she's
talk as much?
No, I'm not as much. No.
Not as much?
No, I don't talk as much.
Yeah.
I repost and, it just...
You approve what you say. It's very important.
Yeah.
So this is what we'll do. Mm-hmm. You will introduce him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. Thank you so much for inviting us here. My name is Gathoni Kiruthi. I'm a born-again Christian. I am married to Ben Kiruthi. We've been married for 10 years.
Yeah.
And we are blessed with 4 kids. And we are happy to be here. We are very, very honored to be here. You have no idea.
Really?
You have no idea.
So honored.
Yeah, we've been watching people.
One.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been watching you for quite a while.
Thank
Like,
you.
Yeah, so we are glad to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you will introduce him. Tell us. No, she hasn't introduced you. She hasn't introduced.
I introduced myself. Okay, so this is my husband, Benjamin Kiruthi. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are his official names.
Yeah.
So He is an amazing husband. Amazing husband. We have known each other for close to 15 years.
Yeah.
Married for 10. God has blessed us with 4 children. Yeah, he's been a present dad. He has, all those days that the sleepless nights, diaper changes, he's always been there. I thank God for that, for just him being a support system for me. Yes, and he's a businessman in Nairobi.
Amen.
When you add in Nairobi.
I think that's basically it.
Ben, introduce your wife to us.
So thank you, Rodah. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce my wife. Her name is Gathoni Kiruthi, and she has been in my life for the last 15 years, 15 and a half years. We have been married for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
She is a mother of 4. She is a farmer.
Ooh.
Yeah. She mostly poultry. Mostly poultry, and she has a big heart also for marriage and relationships. And she is also I think she's an expert in submission.
Ooh.
My God.
Be my friend.
My God.
My husband will tell me, make her your
Make her your
friend.
friend. Yeah. She has.
Force her to be your friend.
Yeah, she's an expert in terms of submission and respect.
Wow.
I think she has. Oh man, she in terms of theoretical and practical. She's just amazing, and she makes me feel like a lord and king.
Aww.
Oh, wow. Hey, that introduction
I know.
makes me want to
redo. You need to redo.
Yeah.
You need to redo.
She's also she's a daughter and a sister, and she's a friend to many. She has a lot of friends, and she has a lot of joy to share.
Wow.
Yeah, and she loves God so much with her whole heart, and she's an amazing mother.
Wow.
Yeah. I think our children are so fortunate to have her.
Oh.
Yeah, she's an amazing mother, very present, very active, very loving, very involved. She doesn't shy away from discipline. She's also a very good disciplinarian, and she's also what is it? She's able to balance discipline and love.
And love.
For me, sometimes I go to the extreme of discipline, being the disciplinarian. She's able to do both. She's able to spank and hug at the same time. So I am really, really fortunate to have her.
Wow.
And to share my life with her. I don't think I don't know God. I don't know what I did to God, that God gave me her.
Aww.
And I'm so glad, so glad to get to do life with her and business with her, because we're also business partners. Yes.
What's your business about?
Primarily, we were wedding photographers. That's how we began.
Yeah.
So we still do a lot of weddings together. But we also run a photography studio. It's called Sun Africa Studios. It's in Westlands. We run it together, and now we are venturing into the area now of marriage and relationships. Yeah. So that's also another. Can I call it a calling? Not really a business, but a calling.
Yeah, that's a calling.
Yeah, but a calling. Yeah, calling or a mission and a ministry that God is now calling us to.
Yeah.
And so I'm really, really glad to get to do it with her, because for me, I know as long as she's there, it'll succeed.
Oh.
If I try and do anything by myself, which I have tried before, it doesn't go anywhere.
Can you say that louder for other husbands around?
Yeah, so I'm really, really glad that she's here to partner with me, to help me, because I need a lot of help. Yeah, and so she's that. She's all that. She's a life and business
That's
partner.
all introducing you.
Hey, imagine. And it's only 2 full stop.
Introducing you.
Thank you so much.
So before we go to how you guys met and up to now, there's something you've been doing on Instagram.
Yes.
On intimacy. What is that about?
Yes. So I think one of the calling that God has called us to, especially when it comes to marriage, is sex and intimacy.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is because that has been our biggest struggle in our marriage.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, sex and intimacy.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
it has been a very big struggle for me, intimacy, and for her, sex.
You have
And-
4 kids.
Yes, we have 4 kids. Yeah, yeah, they should have been double that number. and so interesting is that the point whereby our weakest point has become our point of ministry, which is very, 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 very weird. That God called us and gave us a burden for sex and intimacy.
Yeah.
Because I realize that it's not just us who have the same struggle. A lot of couples really struggle with that, and so God just has begun to teach us, especially me, about intimacy. You know, as a man, intimacy is a very foreign term. It's a very foreign language. You know, it's like speaking Chinese. You know, and I'm a Kikuyu. You know, so I've had to go to the institution of intimacy for me to learn how to love Gathoni the right way, and how to be, you know, how for her to be in my mind. You know, now the mind of a man, it's like a one-way street, you know.
I've never believed that.
Yeah, when you think about one thing, as in it really, and I think that's why even men even excel, you know, because their mind is able to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
But now it is both a blessing and a curse. A blessing in terms of whatever it is you focus on, you will succeed.
Yes.
But then everything else, which is equally as important, you know. And so God now has begun to teach me now about not squeezing Gathoni in my schedule, you know, but now making her now, you know, like the way we were dating. I lived, breathed, eat, slept Gathoni, you know. She was all in my mind. And yet I still I still did life, you know.
Yes.
I still succeeded in life. And so God is trying to tell me, Ben, I want you to go back to that first that first kind of love. Whereby now Gathoni now will occupy what I can call the biggest acreage of your mind. Will be occupied by your wife. And so that's what I'm learning now. And Gathoni also about sex. So for her, learning about, because that is one of my biggest and deepest needs, sex. And so for her to be able to learn how again to become, what can I say? To become a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets.
That's why all sip water.
Yeah, for her to learn. For her to learn how. For her to learn about sex.
Yeah.
And for her now to become a facilitator. You know, I keep telling her, you know, how she's a gatekeeper. You know, when she wants to have sex, we will have sex. You know. But now me on the other hand, if I want to have sex, well, it depends, you know.
How her day has been.
There are various factors affecting, you know. You know, various factors, you know, lack of resources, you know, all those, you know, infrastructure. so her being a gatekeeper, again, I think that's why God gave her the responsibility of now her, you know, her being able to understand sex. You know, the way sex, the sex God's way, you know, not the world's way. You know, the world has corrupted such a beautiful thing, such a wonderful gift that God gave us. And so God took us through the school of that, and he told us, you know what, you guys, I want you guys also to share. You know, help other couples also. You know, help them, because if sex and intimacy are done well according to God's way, men, a lot of marriages will be saved. A lot of marriages, and marriage will be happy. It will not just be, you know, cohabiting or coexisting. You know, it's going to be one of the most joyous, and even the single people now who have gotten such a bad picture of marriage, now they will look forward to, you know, they will be like, you know what, I really anticipate, especially the brothers, the men, you know, the men are the ones now who are, they have some cold feet, you know, because of the WhatsApp groups that we'll talk about, you know. They're full of women who are ready to get married, but there are no men. You know, the men are wameadimika kama nini. They're on high demand. You know, they're on high demand. They are few and far between. And so I think a lot of men also have also been very scarred by the stories that have, and I think that's where Rodah, I think God has given such a great calling, you know, for you to bring back marriage to what God intended it to be. Because marriage is such a beautiful thing. I don't think there's anything as beautiful as marriage in life, and I think, and that's why I think God has given us that calling together with you.
Thank you.
For us to carry this big burden.
So you were doing a daily, a series. 365 days.
365 days.
We are on day number?
We're on day number 126. I think
6, 7.
26 or 27. Yes.
So
Yes.
go watch on Instagram. Start
Thank you.
from day number 1.
Yes.
Go and learn and have your headphones. So when did you first see him?
Oh Lord, first see him.
Yes, seeing him. Describe what you saw.
Describe what I saw. Oh my Lord. So I first saw him in 2004.
4, yeah.
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's an interesting story, but
Yeah.
so we after high school in our church, our former church. So they used to have something called steaming up. So when you're moving, the transition between primary
school to
high
It's
school.
primary.
Primary school, yeah. Primary school, yeah.
Primary school to high school. Yes. So he was among the facilitators who were taking us for that steaming up. Him and his best friend then. They had been called by brigade. It's one of the things in the church. So they are the ones who are so they because they were former members of the same. So they were called to come and facilitate. It's interesting. We were all girls, and they were just the two of them. I think they were the only
boys.
They were the only guys. I cannot even remember seeing any. Yeah. So we were where were we taken? Is it Safari Walk? I cannot remember exactly. Safari Walk.
Yeah, Safari Walk, yeah.
Yeah. So the interesting thing, I hung out with the best friend the whole time, just
His
chatting.
best friend.
Yes. I can't remember talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was more familiar with the best friend at that time, because he used to live closer so I used to see him around. So that's the only person I could talk to. So after that was in 2004. After that, I saw him next after I was done with my high school,
yeah.
heading to campus.
Again.
So after high school,
Yeah.
so still in church. So during the youth service, an announcement was made. Anyone who wants to join drama, come on Monday in the afternoon for what is it called?
Audition.
Audition.
Yes,
So I was done with my high school. I'm just at home. I'm like, let's try this. They just needed one person. I found him and another friend of his. They're the ones who were auditioning, and I was the only one who came.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the only one who came for the audition. And so because of nobody, they had to take me. So that's the next time. That's the next time I saw him. Yeah, and so from there, we became friends. We became friends for around.
That is after high
January.
school.
Yeah,
After
that was
high school,
the year after I was done with my high school. So we were friends for like how many? Like 5-6 months. Then he asked me out. After that, then we dated.
After high school?
Oh yeah. So
You haven't gone to college?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
So all my college life we dated.
Oh.
Yeah. So throughout my college life, and then now after I was done with college, that's when we got married.
Why did you say yes to him?
What did they say yes to him?
You are 17. Right?
I was 18 and a half.
18 and a half, yeah.
The interesting thing is that what I knew about myself was that I could not date somebody who was my age or younger. I was always intrigued to somebody who is older, who has a lot of knowledge, and and that was one of the things that really popped up quite fast in our friendship, because I will sit down and just talk to him. He's talking about stuff. I'm like, really? Right. I'm learning a lot from him. When you're
done with high school, he's also done in high school?
No. He's in campus.
No, I was done with campus.
He was done with campus, yes.
I was working then.
Yeah, he was working actually.
Yeah. I was done with campus.
And I'm looking at you like your mother. I'm looking at you with the mother's eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was working.
Yeah, you were working. Yes, you were working exactly, because the first week of the after auditioning, he couldn't come. He couldn't come because he had just he had just gotten a new job.
A new job, yeah. I was switching.
You're switching jobs. Yeah, so after church, used to just sit down and a committee like this. We just just in the church compound. We talk. We are done, but it goes their separate ways. Like, yeah. So what popped up quite fast is that he was very knowledgeable, and I could just sit down and just listen and just get a lot of knowledge, and also even So that one really. I just wanted to be around him and just listen to him talking. He would even he will give me a chance and just listen, and I'll rant and not judge and just listen to me. And so we had a very smooth friendship at first. Of him really wanting to know me. And just to know, who are you? What do you do? What are your likes? What don't you like? What do you like dressing in? Such things. And hata sikujua tuki.
I have no idea. 10 years later, you are in the box. Now we need to get your side of the story.
Yes, please.
And we are judging you because you're a very young girl.
Very young girl.
And you are in charge. You had age mates who are also working.
Yes.
Start talking now.
So I think, let me start from the very start where Gathoni started. That time when she had just finished her class 8, and now we were doing that ex-cans thing. So one of the things that I think really, really jumped out to me then when I saw her was she was, can I say, she was very innocent. Let me say innocent. Innocent, and very pure. Let me say, is it? That was my first picture of her. She was very innocent, very pure, very sweet, very kind. Very, very humble. Because we had been used to women who are, I don't know, this Nairobi, but I think that really attracted me. Even her when she was so young then. I think she was like 14. 14 or something, 13 or something. I think 13 there, and that really needed, and and she was a girl who had been really brought up well. Let me say, giving props to her parents. She had been brought up very well. That she was beautiful, but she didn't know it, which is a very good thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a very good thing because the moment you know that you're beautiful, then you spoil all the beauty, spoil all of it, It all goes to your head, because now you're like, I can get favors, I'm beautiful, I'm better than all the rest. Gathoni was beautiful and she didn't know it, which was so wonderful, And then I saw her, but now she was more interested in my friend than me. So,
Gathoni.
I don't know why, but she was. My friend was he was a very good talker. And he was a people person. While I was not. And so for me, I was just the third wheel, third wheel, spare tire. And so I saw her then, and then I forgot about her. And life went on. And so we're in the same church. My parents and her parents were friends. Because we grew up in the same church, and my parents were there. And so my mother and her mother were very good friends before my mother passed on. But they were very, very good friends. And so we disappeared from each other, and then she reappeared now during the audition. She reappeared there, and she walked into the door, and then I saw her, and then I remembered, this is Gathoni, this is the girl that I saw then, And so then now she was of age.
After high school.
Now she was of age, and now I could be able to pursue her. And so I just made it my life's mission to do it, to pursue her. But then I didn't want to mess it up. So I wanted first and foremost to. So I was very intrigued by her in terms of wanting to know more about her. Wanting to know everything about her. And I really got You know, she was very fascinating. You know, she was, I don't know, everything was just new and fascinating, and it was so good just to listen to her voice, you know. And even when she went off to, because she went off to, is it to college?
To college, yeah, in
like pre-uni,
like a college,
yeah, like a college, before that 1 year period. So she went to uni, and it was far off. It was in Nyeri. Muranga, sorry. It was in Muranga. And so we used to have a lot of phone calls, you know, every day. And it used to be really nice just talking to her, you know, just getting to know her. And me just getting fascinated, you know, by the more I knew her, the more I was like, wow, this woman, she's just a cut above the rest.
Wow.
Yeah. As in, she is just so different from anyone else that I'd ever met. Yeah. And for me, I just knew then that now, you know what? This is my wife. This is my wife. As in, for me, if our parents would have allowed, would have gotten married then, you know, before she joins Campo, she would have become, but then her parents told us, you know, Ben, you know, it's very, very hard being a wife and a student.
Yeah.
You know, because a wife has its own.
Actually told them?
Yeah, we actually asked for a hand in marriage,
Yeah, when I was in second year. Second year.
Yeah, second year. We actually asked. I asked her mom. Then her mom, I think, went and had a conversation with her dad. And then the mom came back, told me, you know what? Gathoni is still young. And it's very, very hard for her to be a wife at the same time as a student. Because those are very, very heavy roles. Yeah. And so she said, you know what? If it is God's will, you wait for her.
Yeah.
Till she finishes. It's just 2 years. I was like, wow, it's not just 2 years. Man, I'm burning, man. I'm burning. You know, the Paul says, don't burn with passion, get married. Yeah, I thought I will burn off. Then 2 years is done, there'll be no, But then by God's grace, God gave us the grace to wait.
Yeah.
And so she finished. When she just finished her exams, we did our ratio. And then I think 2 months later, we got married.
Where?
Yeah. Yes.
When you were in college, no one else is looking at this beautiful lady?
I was rarely in campus. I was just there for school.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, I was not idle in campus. We had just started photography, so we used to work together.
Yeah. Oh, you already started, even while dating?
Yes.
When she was in college.
Yeah. Like on weekends, I will just go and assist or learn something about photography or something. So in campus, there were some here and there, but sikuwa wakati wao.
You didn't give them attention?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we moved to your wedding. What would you do different if you were to redo it?
Let me start. I have a lot.
Serious?
But to redo the wedding, I will have a smaller number. Of people. As in the wedding, we'll have a smaller number.
Who came watching and they're wondering. You would delete us.
I would. Only at YouTube took you at 250.
Yeah.
Live stream.
Oh, live stream.
How many people
came?
Yeah.
Like 1,000.
1,000, yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, 1,000.
Yes.
You are pastors' children.
No. We are not pastors' children. We are just...
Where do you get 1,000 people?
I don't even know where we got them from. I don't even.
Yeah.
In Nairobi?
In Nairobi, yeah.
Yes.
In Nairobi, yeah.
In Nairobi, just here, not even far from here.
Yeah, in Nairobi, yeah.
Allah? 1,000 people.
No, you know why.
Even me, I would reduce for you.
We had planned for 600, but now 400 people came extra.
Yeah, I think that's just having like a small intimate wedding. That's it. With no pressure of GO, chakula itatosha. Which is that. Yeah. I learned that. I keep saying, I tell Ben, if our kids come and tell us we want to do 10 people, I will be fine. Because I know what we experienced with
your 1,000 people.
We had a very big church. So a lot of our church members came. Because again, that's from youth. So we had been there. Not even from Sunday school. From Sunday school all the way. So I think a lot of the people, they knew us. They were part of our journey. And so they came. Again, also friends. Again, also we had begun becoming popular.
You're celebs.
Can I say, well?
You're celebs.
Well, so a lot of people came also who now we were friends that we had met now in our photography journey.
No.
Yeah, so a lot of them came. Clients came.
But I thought the more the people, the more the gifts.
Well,
Were they? I don't know.
that is relative.
The more the people, the more the gifts.
A lot of young people, I think.
I think the more people don't carry gifts, they just come to
Just
eat and
come,
see the gown.
Just come to, yeah.
See the gown and eat. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we received a lot of gifts also.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah,
We did.
We received a lot of gifts also. Yeah. And I think also, we just thank them for them to come to celebrate with us. Yeah, it was, although now a lot of the people, we didn't even know them.
Yeah.
But it was, but we thank God. I think that was favor for them to come because it was on a Friday.
It was on a
It was on Friday.
Yeah, it was on a Friday. Yeah, it was on a Friday. And those days, people always do weddings on Fridays.
Yes.
We're like, Friday, apana, Friday,
I'm
no.
at work.
You are like, want to reduce the number. So Friday, people are working, so they won't come.
Oh.
Shock on us. The afternoon.
The afternoon was something else.
Yeah, it was chaotic.
People took afternoon off.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get in marriage. Was the honeymoon what you expected?
Yes, and even better.
Even better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
first
much
one.
better.
Honeymoon that worked.
It was much, much
It
better.
was So we went where we went. So we had so many people going to the coast. So we wanted to be different. So we went to Naivasha.
Went to Naivasha. Yeah.
We went to Naivasha. What I remember, it rained the whole time. So we were indoors like
Yeah.
the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
The whole time.
We do room service.
We do room service.
Yeah, because there were no other guests.
There were no guests actually. Yeah.
So we were doing room service. Room service was,
So it was So you just when the sun was out, just take a stroll and then you come back. We really had a good just the two of us.
A wonderful time.
Nobody calling, nobody disturbing.
And sex happened.
Yes, it
a
did.
lot of it. And also because I think it was God. Because you know that weather for two.
Yes, it was perfect.
God gave us, I think, for the last I think for those 5 days, I think we were just indoors. You know,
Yeah.
we couldn't go anywhere, so we really had we had a lot of sex.
A lot.
As in copious amounts of it. And also we had a lot of time to talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was the best thing ever. We talked about everything, about our life, how we want it to be, how many children we want to have.
How many did you want to have?
I think we wanted to have 4. Me think I was 4. You were for less.
Yes, for 2. But life happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His prayers were answered.
Mine were answered. Yeah. Mine were answered. I think I fasted more. Yeah. So we had a wonderful time. Again, also for us, I think because the month leading to the wedding were very chaotic for us, extremely chaotic, because we it was just like we had no time together.
Yeah.
The planning was hectic. Raising the budget was crazy. The devil was just against everything. The devil just took, which is normal for now that we do weddings, we know.
Yeah.
The devil just hates weddings.
Yeah.
So everything that went wrong.
Yeah.
But then, so now that time that we got peace, nobody's calling us, we were just
You had
off
paid
social
all
media.
your service providers.
Paid all of them, we paid all of them. The good thing is that the money that we got, after the wedding, we sat down, we paid off everyone. Then the remaining one, we kept it in the account. We bought a computer with it after.
We gifted ourselves a computer.
Which we still have. And so it was really, really nice. We had so much peace.
Yeah.
We had, I was telling Gathoni yesterday, I think yesterday was Sunday, but one. There were a photo that we took, a selfie we took during one of those days when we were taking a walk. We looked like we were drunk in love. Our eyes were half, We were drunk in love. We were like, wow. I wish we can go back to those times, maintain that kind of sex and
You just
intimacy.
need 5 days in
Imagine 5 days in Naivasha. Oh, it was so nice, man. No responsibility, no pressure, no nothing.
No children.
No housework, no washing dishes.
Because
It was
even
just
if you go
perfect.
now, you have to think about your children.
Yeah, calling us, mommy, when are you coming?
When you're coming.
So that was really nice.
We jump in your first year of marriage.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was a learning year. It was a year where we actually had to learn one another.
Yes.
because now we've known one another outside the house, and now there is this person now who is in your space. Yes, this person in the aquapo in the morning, lunch, he's there 24 hours. So it was a learning curve, because now there are things that he wanted. Yeah, there are things that each one of us wanted to be done. They wanted them to be done in a particular way. Yes, and now they're not doing that. One of the things I really remember was the bed. Me, I am this person. Sure, wake up. We'll make the bed later on in the day.
Really?
And he'll wake up. The bed is spread, and especially so at times when he could wake up early, and me, I've woken up. First, I go do my whatever I'm doing, and then now I'll make the bed later on in the day. And that thing used to piss him off. Sana, because like, how do you leave the bed like this, you know? Yeah. But remember, the other thing I also remember, I was, now we've come back from honeymoon. And we came back from honeymoon, now in the house. I think the shock I got was, so who is waking up to make breakfast? Is it me to wake up, or you are supposed to, you're like, we are supposed to wake up.
Shocked?
Are we supposed to wake up together? We make breakfast together,
Together,
Hey,
I know.
You're like, shock, no. He's dead asleep when you wake up and find breakfast ready.
Breakfast
ready.
Like the hotel.
What? It was like, this now that one now reality now kicked in. Like, now my wife.
Yes.
These things have to be done, and
Did he tell you?
No. You observe.
Oh, you observe.
We are not waking up together. You read the room. At times he'll wake up, we'll do it together, but just know it is solely on you. If he wakes up, fine.
If he doesn't,
be happy and you thank him, so that the next day
he can also wake up. Oh,
he also do the same. But it was a learning curve, and we learned don'ts, do's, what, how to. But when our conflicts were intense. They were intense. Really? I remember there's a day we stayed for 3 days without talking. And we were in the house, both of us.
No one is going to work anywhere.
No. Yeah, we work from home.
Yeah.
So now we stayed 3 days. I will cook, put the food on the table.
At least you're still cooking.
I was still cooking. But we're not talking, whether you want to eat it or not.
Are you sleeping together?
Yes.
Having sex?
No.
No sex.
No.
Same bed, but no sex.
They say there are parts of the body that are not angry. if you are angry at each other.
That's my theory. Everything is one, man. You under Kwadi. So separate.
That was the longest. That is the longest.
3 days. This is the first year of marriage.
Yeah.
But you didn't go back home.
No, I didn't. No.
Why didn't you?
Why
nowadays
didn't I?
the first argument, toxic.
No,
gone.
One is the fact that I had made a commitment to make to be here for good and for bad. Exactly, for us. And this one was the worst, as in for at that point, because every small conflict will blow out of proportion. I cannot even remember what the issue was, but I remember just us getting angry, and we're not talking. You're just mnapitana kama nini. Exactly, and but after 3 days we were like, so one, we could not even remember why we were angry, but now we were like, so let's deal with this. We cannot go. Let's talk. And I remember during just before our wedding, during the bridal shower, and also there were some women who used to get the girls were almost getting married, talk to them, we're like, don't sleep when you're angry. And I was like, Jehovah, now we are here. Day 1,
3 days.
Day 2, Day 3.
hungry and you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do people do this? Yes, and I was like,
the sun go down.
exactly. I'm like, I could not understand that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's But now after the third day, we talked. We just had we just sobered up. Yeah, one of us, I don't know who, sobered up and like, okay, now let's talk.
Let's talk.
Yeah. And after that we've never had an intense. I think it was a very sobering moment.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. After that we get angry for 1 hour, and the second hour you are talking.
Or a child comes.
Yeah, child comes. Yeah.
And you forget.
True.
Yeah, because at times even the children even know, like, why are you not talking to daddy? Are you angry?
No, too much.
Like,
Go tell daddy.
oh yeah.
Take this thing to daddy.
Hey, they know. So you get your act together quite fast. Yes.
How was that year for you?
Oh, the first year was hard.
It was.
Yeah. I think coming from the high of the honeymoon, the first year was hard. Because I think now you actually get to deal with life.
Yes.
You know, everything else before then in Akwanga too. You're in a utopia, you're in a dream, you know, and then now when you get into the same house together, you know, the door is locked, it's just the two of you. Now life now starts now.
Yeah.
Now the fake, the false, it's not even fake, but now I think the picture you had in your mind, you know, for each other, you just meet for 2 hours, you know, have coffee, talk, have a walk, then everybody goes to their own home, you know, deal with your own issues. But now you're together, now you wake up together. Now you see each other, how they look like in the morning. You know, now you get to sleep with them. Now you get to be with, now like Gathoni, throughout high cycle. You know, because the cycle of a woman, you know, it's a cycle. So there are highs and there are lows, you know.
Yeah.
And so to get to be with her then and to get to realize, you know what, is that you've actually married a human being. So I used to call her Angel when we were dating. I still call her that. Because she was so angelic, you know, as in she was, you know, she was as close to perfect as an angel, you know, and so, and now I get to now live with the human side of her. You know, I am like, hey, now what happened now? Is it a fallen angel? You know? Yeah, but then that was now the real part. And then also one of the shocks that came to us was that we'll realize also over the years of marriage was that now everything in marriage now had to be intentional.
Yeah.
Which felt fake at first. Felt like, you know, it's supposed to be automatic. It's supposed to be natural, you know. We love each other, you know. But now everything now has to be like mechanical, like it has to be forced, has to be premeditated, it has to be planned. And that felt so fake. You know, it felt like, you know
we are
when
forcing it.
we are forcing it, But then now, later on, now like now in the 10th year or the 11th year of our marriage, now that we get to know that, is that now, which we were discussing the other day, that now we're actually building now, what we had then was a house of cards or house of cardboard. Now we're actually building a true house. You know, now we actually, because now love has to be a choice. You know, love can never be automatic. Even, they were talking about even that the way God put the tree of life in the Garden of Eden. Why did he do that? And yet he knew, you know, they can eat it and they can fall. But then I want these people to follow me from choice. Not because of obligation or because of there is no other option. And so so one of the things that we began learning very early on is that now everything has to be intentional. Now the thing of automatic sasa imeisha, you know. Now we have to actually make time for dates. You know, and schedule them in. It's like that time it was like, no, let's go out. Let's go. You know. Now we have to schedule time for sex.
No.
And that was hard because, you know, before we were like, hey man, you know, like the way like for me, just like a day before the wedding, I met some friends of mine who are married. They told me, Ben, you know, this sex thing, I know now you're thinking about you'll have sex throughout, but sometimes you'll go 1 month. I'm like, hey, Kwani your wives, Kwani. You know,
what's wrong with your wives?
Me have Gathoni, me, you know, as we are. I think kuna shida. I think you guys need counseling, you know. So together like 2 weeks. I'm like, 2 weeks? How? Now we can't even keep our hands even off each other, you know. And I realized, wow, you know, yeah.
Those men were right.
2 weeks can pita, you know.
Yeah, easily.
You've not had sex.
If you're not
And you don't even feel like even having it even, you know, you're like, sasa
Wait,
fanya,
you guys
know, yeah.
had a lot of sex honeymoon.
Yes.
A lot of it.
What changed?
A lot of it.
I have a gift for your teen daughter. Sorry to interrupt the conversation. My name is Flora Kidula, and I present to you this book for my beautiful teen girl. It's a gift challenging the teen girl to have godly values. It talks about many issues that they go through and inspires them to be better teens. See details on the screen of how you can get it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the realization of life happening, expectation, pressure, trying to balance our marriage and the external or internal pressure.
Yes.
Yeah, it was at times. So you could at times you're angry at your partner. I'm angry at him. I'm like, but this jiski. Yeah,
I have a headache anyway.
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, and you know,
the cause of the headache.
And so such things will weigh us down quite a lot. Yeah, until now that light bulb moment came, you know, like, by the way,
You need to do
something about it. Yes.
But sometimes when you're angry at each other, it is sex that brings you together.
Yes. It did.
Yeah.
A lot.
That really worked, but then for us a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, I think it's called makeup sex.
Yes.
So makeup sex for us worked perfectly, you know.
Yeah.
And so we were like, mara mingi, because the makeup sex was so awesome. You know, it was so awesome. We're like, wow, you know, I don't know. And so, but then Gathoni, after a while, we began to realize, you know what, for her, you know, for me, when I enter the bedroom, I'm ready.
You're ready.
You know, game face. I'm ready, you know. I leave everything at the door and enter and I'm ready. But Gathoni,
I'm carrying my load.
She carries everything, you know. The whole day, work, cards in what, I talk to us. I'm like, you know, no, let's just have sex and talk about everything later. And she's like, no, I don't feel like, let's talk about it. And I'm like,
Oh.
Man, so we're supposed to have sex then sleep, you know, because sex is such a good sleep inducer.
Yeah.
You know. But then for her, everything was affected. You know, everything is.
I think it's for most
You know,
It's a woman thing.
She's carrying her mind to the bedroom. Leave it at the door, you know.
No.
These parts don't need
You
thinking.
deal with my mind,
You know,
my heart, and then I have sex.
And then you have sex, exactly.
Yeah. But nobody tells us that part.
Yes.
Nobody prepares you that you will carry the emotional baggage everywhere.
Even to the bed. In fact, women, we are told, never deny your man.
Exactly.
Yeah, imagine.
Exactly.
So you're supposed to now forget everything and then just come and have sex. You're not a man.
Exactly.
You know, for men, for us,
and then it's like sex is for the man.
Exactly. No, it feels like it is now a luggage that you are. It's a baggage for you. Like, I have to do it because
or a responsibility.
I was told to.
I was told to.
Exactly. So
And I think that's why. When we began saying that, we men now have to begin to understand intimacy.
Yeah.
Because now the woman that you have married, you know, for me, I've not married a fellow man. You know, I'm not married now. I've married a woman who now intimacy begins from the morning.
Oh yes.
You know, intimacy begins that are we making breakfast together?
Yes.
That for her, that is intimacy. You know, are we having breakfast together? You know, that is intimacy. From there, do we go wash the dishes together? You know, from there, if I'm going to work, am I texting her during the day?
Yes.
You know, that is intimacy. That is a need for her. You know, so that now at the end of the day, when my need comes and enter the bedroom, she'll be prepared.
Yes.
You know, she'll be ready. But for me, I'm like, you know, I'll forget. I'll remember you when I see you. When I open the door, I'm like, oh wow. By the way, sasa nyaje poa. You know, I remembered you then. You know, and now she's like, you ignored me the whole day. So now, what do you expect me to come in the bedroom and then act all like, you know, all like it's perfect, you know? And then now the kids come, and the game now changes. Yeah, changes.
Completely.
You know the kids. I remember some other thing was saying at a wedding. Another picture was saying, how children affect a couple's sex life.
Yeah.
what happens, the child is born, the child comes to your bed, and they come in between you, and they never leave. They just grow up, but they never leave.
They never leave.
And then you add another one.
Yeah, then there's
And they pull you more apart.
And you have
And by the time you are 4, you guys, you can't even. You are like, and they grow up in between you.
Yeah.
And so the preacher was like, don't just remove them from your bed, also remove them from your sex life. Yeah. Let them not affect your sex life, because what happens is that a lot of couples, once the children come, their sex life dies completely. It dies, and it's never resurrected. And even you hear so many heartbreaking stories, like from our groups, that now I was pregnant, we got a baby, and 2 years later, my husband has never even touched me.
Okay. Yeah. That is
2 years.
Yeah. The husband has not touched.
Yeah, as we're told 6 weeks to give time after delivery.
We go to the gyna.
And like anapatia license. That's how you can do all that anapatia to this degree. But then now, after that, 2 years, the child has left has left even your own bedroom. But then now, because of that distance, now you cannot be able to initiate that intimacy once again. And so,
I need an explanation on that. Mostly I've heard it's the woman who is now busy, breastfeeding, hormones, everything. But why wouldn't my husband want to touch me?
And it's a lot. I think it's a lot of cases. And that breaks my heart because I'm a man.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to touch me?
Yeah, and I'm a man. And that is one of my most primary needs, sex. And so, one of the things that I've come to realize is that there has to be an outlet. There has to be an outlet.
Yeah.
And if my wife is not the outlet, then it will find another outlet that is, less honorable. A less honorable outlet. Either through porn and masturbation or through having extramarital affairs. Some men even go to having same-sex affairs. Because for me, I think it is because of pornography.
Yeah.
So pornography, what it does is that pornography itself is not dangerous, but what it leads to. So what pornography does, I think, it opens the gateway to all kinds of perversions. Exactly.
And it becomes normal.
It becomes normal, And so you find these men who have not had sex with their wives for 2-3 years. No, there's something wrong. There's an outlet, and you find that most of them have extramarital affairs, or one of the biggest perpetrators is pornography and masturbation. And the devil tells you, you're not having sex with anyone else.
Okay. No one will know.
No one will know. It's just you in the bathroom. And it's okay. And now because of that, it becomes so dangerous, because now I will have no reason for intimacy. Because now I have no need to be met.
Your needs are met.
Yeah, the needs are met. So Gathoni, what do I need Gathoni for? I don't need her. I can talk to her whether I feel like talking to her, Because at the end of the day, I don't need anything from her. Which is very, very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Because the moment that I have no sexual desire for my wife, that marriage is gone.
It's done.
It's completely done. Completely. Because you see, God gave men that desire for a reason. That's why for men, they always think about sex. And please, wives, do not castigate your husbands. You just think about sex only. God did it that way for a reason. Because when that desire goes, you're finished. That marriage is over. The moment I have no more sexual desire for Gathoni, our marriage is gone. It is gone. It is completely gone. Because now I will be like, so Gathoni ni wanini? I don't need her for anything. I can talk to her. I can be narcissistic to her. Because for me, at the end of the day, the same way, when a woman loses the desire for intimacy from her husband. When a woman reaches that point, she's like, by the way, I'm done. And men, we take to our wives there a lot of times. But when the wife gets to the point whereby she doesn't need no more intimacy from her husband, that marriage is done.
She also has an outlet.
She has an outlet. Exactly.
She has an outlet.
And for women, I think it's even more dangerous because now it is emotionally involved.
Yes.
Exactly.
You know? You know, for us men, you can have sex with someone and have no feelings.
I've never unbelieved.
Imagine,
that.
you can. Yeah.
I refuse.
Yeah.
I intentionally refuse to believe.
You can imagine the same way as we were talking about it with Gathoni yesterday, that I can love my wife and be sexually attracted to someone else.
Yes.
It is very possible. For them, the only thing they are serving is just my desire for sex. But not love. So for me, I will love. That's why those men never leave their wives.
Oh.
They'll be like, no, me, I cannot leave my wife.
you.
Yeah, because I love my wife. But then she's not sexually fulfilling me. I'm getting it from someone else, which is very, very dangerous. So now for women, why I think the moment a woman moves, I don't know, she becomes woke. She wakes up and she says, you know, I don't need my husband anymore.
Yeah.
Then she becomes emotionally involved with another man.
Yeah.
Then it becomes very, very complicated. Because now the emotions now become woven together. It's not just sex now. And then now, on top of it, sex now. It seals, as in become a last nail on your coffin.
Yeah.
You're sealed. You're done for. Because the moment a woman mixes emotion with sex, that's it.
She's gone.
She's gone. She's completely gone. Imeenda. So the moment you're trying to, let's go, recovery, new restoration, that woman is gone completely. And for me, I think, as husbands, we push our wives there. You know, we push our wives to that point whereby she gets to the point whereby she is done with you. Yeah, she's like, you know what? No, I'm done. Now I'm done. I'm done completely, and I go. Yeah.
You'll tell them how they push.
Yes.
But I need advice on how to bounce back.
Yeah.
You know, for me, in my marriage, I've only had one child in marriage.
Okay.
And bouncing back, in fact, there's a point I just felt like I enjoyed the 6 weeks.
Peace.
the break. No one is touching me. No one is waking me up. He respects the doctor more than me.
Yeah,
The doctor said, don't.
And you want the doctor to even to extend it.
Actually, I have a video. Jackson is going to kill me for this one. I have a video of after the 6 weeks, we went to the doctor. Hey, that guy was happy. So the doctor said, she's fine. Oh,
she's fine.
That man, I think he bought me chocolate. He was so happy. I did a video that day. He was so happy. So how do you bounce back? You have a newborn.
Yes. And it's not easy. It takes a lot of what will I call it? A lot of strength and energy to just go back to because you're just like going back to where you are before this baby came. And now also let me start. One I think it's communication. I think communicating is very important. I remember I think for our first kid I was feeling very shy. You know, now the reason being one, you have leaky boobs because you have been breastfeeding.
Exactly.
You know, and afterwards you'll maybe have the bed will be full of milk.
Yeah.
I was like, will you continue with this? Anafikiria about nini after. So I was feeling communicating after even for the other kids, it was very key to communicate that this will be, and him making me comfortable that he's okay with it, you know. If anything, it's fine.
Milk comes.
It will be okay. And especially the very first few after the baby comes, a woman's body does not easily go back. Exactly. So now also using like lubricants so that you can be comfortable about it. And now talking about it, that you'll be using it. You know, this kamkuta. No, you're talking about such things. Just even even the husband making it comfortable for the wife. It really helped a lot. And if there's any pain, let's stop. We say or we get a break. And now also I could feel Ben not really pushing it. It's 6 weeks, let's do it because it's 6 weeks, 6 weeks imefika. Yeah, he will go with my pace. Yeah, just slowly. And slowly by slowly, I was able to just go back to our normal sex cycle. Yeah. So it takes also a woman being mentally and emotionally prepared for it.
I think that's the main one.
That one is Nini. And why even it's about at times we decide, by the way, today in the evening we are having it. So let's get ready. So everybody, we could plan.
Yeah.
Exactly. We do plan.
That's correctly.
We plan. We tell ourselves in the morning, today in the evening, it's going down. Now nobody, and we make sure both of us.
Serious. If you annoy me at noon, if you make me mad at noon.
Now the other thing. That also I realized, because when you decide the two of you like that, you at noon you'll get angry. But now it is for you to know also, there's also a that party in this. The devil is not happy as well.
Doesn't want it to happen.
Exactly. So you knowing that you are fighting, you're not fighting your husband, you're fighting a common enemy. That one takes a lot of maturity to know that you're not fighting. I'm not fighting my husband. Somebody actually came alikorogosha kitu so that you do not. So even that being spiritually alert to know, it's not just the two of you. It's really
very important.
And you said that was your greatest challenge in the first years.
Oh yeah, yes, it was. So now after first, because for me I think I went even past 6 weeks. Actually, I think we went for around 10 weeks.
10 weeks,
Yeah.
Because of physical or emotional and mental?
No, it was because my wound became reinfected. I had to go
physical.
so it was physical. So we had to wait longer, medication, blah blah blah. I can't remember us having a problem, a challenge, because even our doctor also was a good advisor on what to do. They are prepared to make it easy to prep us for.
How do you survive the 10 weeks?
Well, so let me begin from the pregnancy. So
someone said they are afraid to have sex during pregnancy because they will hurt the baby.
They hurt the baby. That's normally a fear,
Really?
I think for the first baby.
The first baby.
Gathoni really assured me that, God, the way he made it.
There's no way.
So far.
There's no way.
So far, you're like, the baby sat on. Of course, scarred for life. How they be remembering when they are big? Hey, remember something. So I think one of the things that that God, I think, has blessed us with, because for me, I don't think it is common. But our pregnancies, we've had, I think, the best sex of our life when we're pregnant.
During pregnancy. Yes.
I think that's why we got so many.
Why not many?
As in our sex, amazing. Pregnancy, every day. By the way,
it's for
sex every day for the 10 months. I mean, for the 40 weeks. Every day for the 40, every day.
That's
Not
why.
fail. As in, man, it has been amazing. As in, the only problem has been now that Gathoni now has issues now, so her back, sijui cramps after. But otherwise, we always regret after we're like, hey man, wow. Watch it. Because sometimes even she gets it, the Braxton, the false labor, she gets it
towards the
end. So me was like, wow, man, to watch it. It's the last time. Kesho. Same, And we really enjoyed. And now it was, I don't know, a blessing, and then the curse came. The curse came now is that now the baby has come. Now we have to wait now for the 10 weeks. Oh my God, that was hard. That was hard, and especially for me to make sure that that I don't have any other outlets. Because you see now, you used to eat every day. So your body is used to it as in every day, and then now you have to now wait until, and it was, and then again, one of the things that really helped during pregnancy was that she can't get pregnant again. So there's no fear at his due, she'll get pregnant, so no protection.
She can't get pregnant again?
She can't. She's pregnant already.
She's
pregnant.
During
But now after now was now you have to be careful because she can still get pregnant. You see, at first we thought that as long as you're breastfeeding, you can get pregnant. You remember?
Someone told me that.
Exactly.
It didn't work first.
It didn't work
got pregnant again. So then that was hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just took the grace of God. Oh my goodness, it was really, 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 really hard because you have a wife who is because you see now, other than just the sex, everything else with a new child is just crazy. You know, the sleeplessness. You know, you have to go to work. It was so hard. Sometimes even the 6 weeks in Africa, sometimes I realize because you guys have just been the diapers, you know, the sleep, especially the lack of sleep. It was just crazy because now Gathoni sometimes she has to sleep, leaves me with the baby. The baby now sleeps 2 hours. You know, Gathoni still has to do her own things.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you don't have even help. So you have to go now do the housework itself. So, that was hard. That was hard for me. For the men, I really just ask for the grace of God then, or look for other ways. Maybe you can. I don't know, she can help you off in case you feel it's too much. She can help you off, you know. She can help you so that now, as long as you don't do it alone, do it together. I think it's still safe. Still safe. Because you know, a lot of things creep in at that time. Because you know, there's that verse that says, do not deny yourselves from each other apart from prayer, so that you may come together again, so that the devil doesn't tempt you with self-control. You see? So the moment you're not having sex, the devil gets an entry point in your marriage. You know? And it tempts you with what? With self-control. That's why it tempts you there. You know, they tempt you with money, self-control. And so that's why I think for the men, because I've had a lot of heartbreaking stories whereby that's where now the men cheat. Yeah, you know? And women are like, you know, they are dogs. You know, men are like, you know, but it's in the Bible. You know, the devil will tempt you there. He will not tempt you he'll tempt you with self-control because of the lack of sex. And so that is why I think it is very important for us to, what sex does, sex forms a hedge around your marriage. It protects you. It forms a wall around your marriage. And the more sex you have, the higher the wall and the thicker the wall it is. So that now the devil will try, your marriage is in gear because this couple is constantly having sex and intimacy, as you've said, not just sex.
Now give us the difference between intimacy and sex.
So
because there are people, maybe there are men who are thinking, we had sex.
We had sex.
That is intimacy.
It brings me back to something that we were talking about a few days ago. There's quality versus quantity in sex. Because you might be having a lot of it, but it might be beneficial to one person to the other. If you talk to that woman,
that one person is the man.
Exactly, and then the woman's like, two or two.
So how is your sex life? Good. And the other one is like,
exactly. And that one, most probably, it is lacking the intimacy bit of it. Exactly. And intimacy, if we try to break it down, it's just the man just. We were watching another video talking about into me. You see, into me you see, because it is those two small things that a man will do, and you're like, you actually noticed, you know, it's not even you being taken to holiday, no, maybe him just coming home with a lollipop, or a chocolate, not even you a bouquet of, it's those two small things, you know, just him asking you, how have you been, how's your day, or in the evening he just comes and gives you a massage.
Or hugs you. When you're cooking.
Exactly.
That thing is so big. It's so underrated.
And it's free.
It's free. Yes, you're not cooking with me, but just come and hug me.
Exactly.
And go.
You see, so it is those small things that actually, and the woman will keep record. A woman will keep record.
And it of good. Let's keep in record of wrongs or what?
Of good.
Of good. Oh, yeah.
And it will be beneficial for him in the evening.
Yes.
Or whatever time that it is.
Yeah.
So it is those small things that emotionally connect to a woman.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And it's very sad. A woman can just because of not having it, you're like, maybe this is the mode of life, and you just be doing things like it is just like normal, and just go, and maybe even just have even that sex just because you want it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and utaki mambo mob, just let drama, just let him just get it and just let's move on with life.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's a very great need for a woman.
Yes.
And that's what Ben was earlier saying, when a woman gets emotionally connected to somebody else. Because somebody else may show up and just come and just ask you, how's your day?
Wow.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Do you have time? Because my husband is busy.
And that is it.
Yeah.
So it is those small things that a man will ignore, but they are very, very important. Yes. And now some of them even don't cost money. Because like having just an intimate conversation or just like a hug.
Yes.
And sexual touch is very important as well, because at times a man will touch, will want to touch, but now he has a motive at the very end. And at times a woman will know, I know where you are going.
Yeah.
I think you're like, you just wisdom.
Exactly.
A lot of wisdom.
And you'll just block.
A bit. A bit.
Yeah. So it is those
small
things
for your woman.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, Rod, you have said it. Men did a lot of wisdom. There's a verse that says, husbands, live with your wives according to understanding.
Yes.
And now, it goes on and says, because she is the weaker sex, she's a softer sex, and she's an equal heir of you for the grace of God, so that your prayers will not be hindered.
Yes.
That verse is a very deep verse. At first, that verse, I never used to wonder, why do I need understanding to live with Gathoni, I know her. Hey. But then, one of the things that I really needed understanding with was intimacy.
Yeah.
Because I think I really had my own idea of intimacy.
What was it?
Man, it was my own idea. For me, I thought intimacy was the big things.
Yeah.
Intimacy was us planning a holiday in Maldives.
Yes.
That's what Gathoni needs, I thought that Gathoni needs for me to surprise her, with a car, like the way a big ribbon, I'm like, that husband is very intimate,
You can come with the car.
I thought intimacy was us going to a 5-star hotel. When Gathoni told me, Ben, no, intimacy is a little, especially she came to me, Ben, just buy for me a chocolate.
Imagine.
I was like, you mean, as we're used to big things, men. And then intimacy was just, I just want me to know that you're thinking about me.
Exactly.
Actually.
I was like, wow. I was like, men, that needs wisdom, needs a lot. And as men, that's that, the class that every man missed. That's the class we were.
The conference.
We Skype class that day, I think that's why God, gave me the burden of teaching the men about intimacy, from what I'm learning from Gathoni, And one of the things that I think that is very, very scary, the way you've put it, the way Gathoni has put it, is that married women, sorry to say, are very easy to sleep with.
Huh?
Yeah. Imagine.
Tell us more.
It is true.
And that is why a lot of men sleep with married women. Let me tell you why. Married women have a deficiency of intimacy.
That is
Not like the way like a dry land and then rain falls. That is what intimacy is to a married woman. Because married women, they have become okay with living,
for the children.
Even though maisha iko, for me, I would live for myself, because women are very self-sacrificial. They sacrifice for their children, for their husbands. That's why he said, you can have a lot of sex, but then it's not satisfying the woman. Not about the orgasm, but about it, her needs being satisfied. Now here enter this man, people call them office boyfriends, you know. Come and enter this office boyfriend. Who's like, "Hiya, what's wrong?"
Office boyfriend umeenda sana.
Or neighborhood boyfriend. The gardener, yeah, exactly. Hiya, what's wrong? Hiya, why are you sad? You know, I'm so sorry. You know? And the woman feels like, what? You know,
your eyes look sleepy.
You look sleepy, yeah. Are you well? Are you okay? And it just might be just genuine concern.
Yeah.
But the woman has not felt that in like so long.
Yeah.
You know? Or someone just listens to her. You know? And I think that's the scary bit, because now those are the guys we are fighting with. You know? People who are like that. And now, woe to you if your wife meets a man who now has mastered the game.
Yes, and is interested in her.
Yeah, has mastered the game. You know, knows which buttons to turn. I had a very scary story of another woman slept with another guy because the way that guy used to shake her hand.
Huh?
Imagine, you know, too.
Not even a hug.
Yeah, he used to shake her hand, as in she just used to feel like seen. I don't know what feeling seen is. You know.
Yeah, you're seen.
Feeling seen.
Yeah, it is a
Seen with double E.
Double E, yeah, feeling seen, as in feeling like I'm noticed.
Yeah.
You know? And then he just used the camera. You know what? I like your hair. Oh, you changed your hair.
Imagine.
Oh, I didn't know. Sasa bwanake hapo when change hair, nails, clothes, you almost change it to your face. Never noticed. You know? And I was like, wow, that is very, very scary. Because you know, a lot of women, they cheat, so to say, because of that desire of intimacy. You know? Not like she wanted to go and have sex. You know, the way people can say, you know, this woman, she's a loose woman. You know, the way people can judge her.
Yes.
But then, if you look back at the story, listen, you can find that there was a very big lack of intimacy from her marriage. A very, very deep-seated need, you know. And a woman can live 10, 20 years. It doesn't mean that if she's 40 years married, she doesn't need intimacy.
Yeah.
She's still a girl inside of her. You know, there's that girl inside of her that likes that. And for me, that really scared me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? I have no idea what intimacy is, and yet my wife needs it. And I have no idea.
What it is.
Man, I have no clue. I was like, oh God, please forgive me. You know, I have no clue what it is. And that is why now I have to go to the to the Institute of Intimacy. You know. And I have to learn intimacy according to Gathoni.
According to Gathoni.
Yeah, yeah. She has to teach me according to her.
So
you know?
Someone's husband cannot come to take your notes.
No, she can't.
She can't come for Dan's notes.
Yeah. There's no shortcut to it. You must sit down, listen to her, spend time with her, understand her. Hakuna cha atisa we Ben poti mwa Kenya.
Hakuna.
What do you know?
Yeah.
You know, let's say for women, I'm telling Gathoni, for women it's easier. Yeah. Because you know, sex, for you to learn sex, sex is, most men are normally all the same, you know, when it comes to how to please a man in sex, you know. But then, let me just finish when saying, we read a certain portion of scripture that says, husbands, it's your duty to bring happiness to your wife. And I read that, and I was like, what?
The husband here who is
happiness to my wife, you know. Well, the wife's role is to bring pleasure to her husband. Now, pleasure is sexual.
Yes.
Now, happiness is complicated.
It's complicated.
Because making a woman happy is very, very complicated.
It's hard.
Yeah. You know,
because you can bring chocolate today, I'm happy tomorrow.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't want chocolate today.
Exactly, yeah. Tomorrow I want something else.
You can't write a book on that because every woman has, and then it changes. They were saying, every 2-3 weeks. You have to relearn it. You have to come and relearn it, which is very hard. But then again, that's why it says, husbands, live with your wives according to understanding.
Yes.
Yeah. It is very important, and there's a benefit from it, or there's a curse, so that your prayers are not hindered. You know, and that is why for us men, intimacy, I think, is our gift to ourselves. The moment you learn intimacy from your wife, that's your own gift.
Yeah.
Become a woman's gift. Because at the end of the day, because of that, your prayers, man. God let me succeed in work. God give me this job. God like, Ben, because you have obeyed my command, you know, now for me, I will bless you.
Yes.
And that's why you find there's a certain category of men who are extremely successful in everything they do. The captains of industry, the leaders, you know, but look at them with their wives. Then learn intimacy, you know, learn wisdom, get wisdom. Look how they treat their wives. Like one day we were in a wedding, and I saw the chairman of the CEO of one of the biggest banks in Kenya. I've met two of them, two CEOs. The biggest banks in Kenya, two of them, they were with their wives. Man, one of them, he's a very old man. He was walking while holding his wife's hand. Traditional Kikuyu man. Traditional, traditional.
You will not even expect.
Walking with his wife, laughing and talking. And you could realize that these men have learned intimacy. It's not automatic. No, die and say no. They have learned it. Especially if you're married for a number of years. No, you have to have learned it intentionally.
Yes.
And look at where they are in the industry. Top of the industry. See, where are we now? Nowhere. You know what? Look at where they are in industry. It will tell you. They are uko chini at the bottom kabisa because their prayers are being hindered. Yeah. You're like, God bless my husband. Go hey, by the boss. Hey, man.
Go hug your wife.
Imagine. Yeah, go. She's your nini or favor. That's the word I was looking for. Favor.
He who finds a good thing.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing. And goes.
And it's in the finding. And it's in the finding. Not actually, not getting. Not
finding.
Yeah. The finding. The finding is not you getting that wife and putting her in the house. That's not finding. You get married. Finding it's an everyday activity. It's an everyday you finding that wife. Find out what does she want. It is the actual and it's you wake up every day to find your wife.
Every day.
It's it is due every morning. It's due every morning. Yes, the finding. It's not that it's something that you just do it once.
After the wedding, I found a wife.
We're good. No.
It's a continuous
process.
It was called continuous present tense.
Like what God is saying, favor is not found on the surface. For us men, it's not he who has a wife finds a good thing. No, he who finds a wife. It is like finding precious metal.
Yes.
You have to dig for it. The moment you stop digging, you stop finding. Remember that. You have to keep on mining, That is what intimacy is, Because it is difficult, That's why mining is so, it is such a difficult thing. Because you are finding her. But in that finding her, that is where the favor of men is. Imagine. That is where the favor of men lies. So that's why there are very many men, they get married and they disappear.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. This person before marriage, he was a success everywhere. But the moment he got married, he disappeared. But then there are certain men who now, they realize the principle. They realize that, you know what, my favor is with her. It's not in the marketplace. It's with my wife, And I have to keep on finding her. They're going to say, that rent is due every morning. Every morning that rent is due. See Ajana, see favor Ajana. It is favor of today. I have to find her today. It is a lot of work. But the returns on investment, oh, man.
How can a woman make it easier for the man to find her?
One is to understand that the primary need of a man is sex. And also that you should not also withhold your body from him because it's a command. That is one. Also, it is also making a home a place of peace. Not a place that you'll always want to come back to in the evening. You'll not want to come back when you are all asleep. Just make your home a place of peace, of just having an environment where his mind can just calm down and just have peace, so that even you can prepare for the next day, because he has a lot to do the next day as well. So just making, not being a nagging wife. Also, just to, the Bible talks about the nagging wife is like cancer to the bone. Exactly. It eats up. Cancer eats up the bone. Mpaka inaisha kabisa. And so, a woman having wisdom on how to deal with the husband, matters of conflict, matters sex, matters homemaking. It will make, just knowing those bits. And
we were told you are the queen of submission. How do you do it? Teach us. Teach us. What is submission to him? what do you do to make him feel like a king?
Like a king. So let me talk about where I come from. I come from generation of women that I have seen and observed their ways of life as well. Yeah. I've seen my grandmother, I've seen my own mother doing it, and from a very young age also I could pick a thing or two. And submission, it's not a point of weakness for a woman. That was one thing that also I learned, that it's not a point of weakness, but a point of strength.
Yeah.
Because now, when a woman talks about when the Bible talks about a woman submitting, you know that a woman is a weakling, or a woman is strong, and that's why you're being told to submit.
Yeah.
It's a command because God knows this woman is powerful, and you're being told just submit. That's why it's a command. Just submit. Yeah. And your husband, because the husband is the head of a home, we cannot have two heads. Yeah. Somebody has to be the head, and the man has to be the head of the home. So just having that understanding of, you are the one supporting the head.
Yes.
Exactly. No, you are actually the power. You are just, you will not be seen.
Yeah.
But you are the one. So it's not a point. It's something even you should be proud of doing.
Yeah.
And so submission is just having that humility and not having the pride of things have to do your way.
My way.
Yes, and knowing. I remember there are days I'll put a point across. Let's say maybe we are moving. Let's move to the west, and Ben wants us to move to the right.
Yeah.
And in my heart I know, I feel it in me. I'm moving to the left. It is safer. But no, he will insist. Let's move to the right. And then we'll move to the right. Now you get up on your knee.
A mountain.
A mountain. Okay. I'm like, and in my heart I'm like, I told you. But you cannot express. I'm like, but in my heart, but also even that is pride.
Yes.
Even that, it is pride. The other day we were coming from work. He was like, let's stop by the supermarket. Let's buy 1, 2, 3 things. I was tired. I was like, no, I do not want to go. But let's just go together. I'm like, no, I'm tired. I don't feel like going. I don't feel like getting out. I'm like, no. He asked me, no, let's go. I was like, okay, sir, let's go. I was like, okay, let me just let me just start going to the supermarket. Yeah. And in the I felt like, why are you carrying me to? It's just this, you're just getting bread and a few things. Why are we going together? Yeah. But in the going that you met a friend that you've not seen in like 20 years. Yeah. And he came back to you see now.
That's why.
If you decided to like me standing as his skin, he would have just gone and would have met that friend. Who's not, Also learning from Sarah in the Bible. Sarah, when Abraham was telling Sarah to say she's his sister, I knowing very well it is a lie.
It is a lie.
It is a lie. It is a lie. But you see what happens afterwards. One, Abraham was not killed by Pharaoh. 2, they got out of there with a lot of riches.
Yes. A lot of riches.
Exactly.
Gifts,
It might at that particular point you might feel, but God goes and arranges the things ahead there, even if you felt that it was not the right way. Yeah, you just put your pride on and just move, and now you know God is going to, even if it's in the wrong, He's going to make that path straight for you guys. Yes.
Wisdom.
We should also find our husband.
That's your finding now. That's your work.
Yeah, we should also find our husbands every day.
Yes.
I'll have to ask 2 more questions. What children did to you?
You go first.
I go first.
Yes, please.
For me, I think my children are a blessing. They're a blessing. But then, every blessing comes with a responsibility.
Yes.
And I think that is what hits people differently, The same way that if you pray to God for a car, you must remember, maintaining a car is very expensive. See kama matatu, you have to take it for service. You have to wash the car.
Yes.
You have to keep it clean.
To fuel the
you have
car.
to fuel the car, I think that's what children come with. Children are a blessing, but they come with a lot of responsibility. And one of the things that the children can really, really affect is that children, they were saying, they can come in between you two. And you find yourselves pulling far, 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 far apart. That now your life becomes all about the children. And especially women have that, have that weakness. As for men, it's work. Work like that thing which is it becomes a scapegoat. So for me, then a job. Let me go and work. And then Gathoni will be like, "Sawa, me and my children, we're okay. Me, I'm okay with my children, In fact, even these are my blood. You're not even a family member. You're an outsider. You know that whole thing. It can become like that, and the children can come in between you two and separate you guys. So one of the things that we have realized that when children come, I think that you have to be even double intentional. In creating time for you to do together, because now there'll be kids everywhere. You're going to have sex, a child wakes up. Sasa unajua sasa wewe lala wewe nini bana wewe. Unajuanga. The moment you come just on top. And you're like, man, koja 5 minutes please. Tuachie. Kids they do that, And sometimes you can let it slide, but then for me I think be very intentional.
Double.
We have realized that. Intentional with your sex life. Be very if you're having sex usiku, change paka saa mchana. Find time to have sex. Because usiku now they'll always be around, Number 2, create intentional time for you guys to go out together. To have dates outside the home. Whereby you guys can go and talk about stuff together. Because me, I need the sex, she needs the intimacy. So it's not just the sex for her. She needs that that language that she understands love through. That glasses. Some people they love like what is it called? Gifting. Like Gathoni loves gifts. Some people love, acts of service. You help me around the house. I feel better. Some people love, what is it called? Quality time. Spend that. I think every woman loves that. Come and spend time with me. Let's talk, So I think we realize that we have to be now double intentional. And it's very easy for you guys to slide and become roommates. If you can share your part.
What have your children? My children.
We said that I just remembered at some point one of the arguments we had some time ago was like I was addressing me and my children. It's like it's not part of this house.
I say my son.
Me and my children, we can go. We can. But as Ben said, it's just creating time for one another, and also I think for me was just even me having a space in my mind that I have a husband.
Very important.
Because children will occupy 99.9. Exactly. Because even you yourself, you're not even thinking about your own self.
Your children.
So even me to remember, by the way, as much as I have all these children, I also have a husband who also needs me. And also to know that he needs me, and for this family to need to work in good condition. The two of us have to connect, and the two of us have to work at it to have a marriage. Otherwise, it will be. The other thing, interesting, the good thing about even having children as well is that the children make you. They keep you in check. So when they notice that you two are not talking together, they'll come and ask, "Mommy, why are you not talking to Daddy? What did he do?
This time?
Why are you arguing?
Why are you arguing?
Why are you arguing? They keep quiet. They're like, why are you arguing?
How old is your first one?
She's turning 9 in October.
Last one?
He is 2.5. So they love this generation. They are they observe and they're
little accountability partners.
Yes, they are, and they will. So also at times even you have to make things work so that now. Because you do not want some small shames from your children, or even them hearing, "Mommy, my mommy and my daddy are not talking." Because you'll hear them outside, they're playing.
We are playing here because daddy is mad.
He doesn't want us in the house. Oh, yeah. So
What's your age difference?
7 years.
7 years. Has it affected your marriage in any way?
No. For me, I
much
That's what you
for
are
me,
attracted to.
exactly.
Yeah. She's more beyond her years.
Yeah, I do not know. I could see. I knew that in high school that I could not. Yeah, even when we could do symposium, I will talk to a boy like, oh, this level of maturity, I cannot cope. I cannot cope. So from a very early age, I knew somebody my age.
Yeah.
Hatutapelekana mahali. Oh yeah.
Okay, 7 years.
Yeah.
You don't feel like sometimes when you talk, like, oh, you said the maturity is what attracted
She's very
you.
mature. She's very
So
mature.
there's no childishness.
No,
there's no
childishness,
throwing shade.
Even then, when she was 13 years old, she was very, very mature.
Very
for her
mature.
Age. Very mature. Very, very mature for her age. Yeah.
The last one. What do you think is breaking marriages? According to you, if you were to advise someone getting married next month, watching this while planning a wedding, and you just want to tell them one thing, what would that one thing be?
That one thing. That those things that you think they will be automatic, they'll stop being automatic. And it's high time they get that knowledge as early as now, that things now will move from being automatic to be more intentional, and also being alert when things are going downhill. Yeah. And also to know your partner's needs and to serve them. Yeah. Know your partner's needs and serve them. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Ben?
For me, I think just to add what she has said, is that one of the things that I've realized is that there's a verse in Proverbs that says, through wisdom, a house is built. Through understanding, its walls are something. And through knowledge, its rooms are filled with good and precious things. I think I've come to realize is that there is a very, very big need for a lot of wisdom when it comes to marriage. And that wisdom is not automatic. So for me, I think is that invest in your marriage, invest in getting good and godly wisdom. It is very, very important. So that now that's what is going to save you. Don't listen to what the world says. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but invest in getting wisdom. Because wisdom will save you from a lot of problems.
Well, we have to end, according to Jem. But if you left it to us, we would continue. But you guys are doing an amazing job as well.
Thank you.
So if you need more content, more wisdom, what he's talking about, the knowledge, follow them on Instagram. Their handles are on the screen. And you have an event coming up for singles.
For singles and for married.
For married. Tell us about that.
So I'll talk about the singles one, Gathoni about the married one. So the singles one is on the 7th of September. 2024. It will be at the Mamlaka Gardens. It is a singles event, but not really for singles, not really for people to come and meet the partner, but we've called it social networking, whereby we have different clubs, different interests that people have. The people who have an interest in traveling together, in adventure, people who are entrepreneurs, people who want to do a cooking club together, people who want to do dating and socializing together. So there are we have 10 clubs that we're launching on that day. So you're welcome. Come, the tickets are available at madfund.com. Madfund.com. It's called The Mingle. The Mingle. So we have a few tickets left, so please go and grab them.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, so the other event is for the married and the ones who are almost getting married.
Yes.
The ones who are almost getting married. Almost is a month too. Or 2 months too. 2 months too. Who are sure they're getting married. Yes, so we are having an event for it's titled Naked and Unashamed. Yes, and we are having the Nairobi edition on the 5th of October. Yes, still at Mamlaka Gardens. So the tickets are on MOOC. okh.com.
okh.com.
Yes, so we have tickets for a couple, or maybe if one partner is the one who is available, there's a ticket for one partner and there's a ticket for a couple.
Okay, so someone can come alone.
Yes.
You won't tell them, hold your partner's hand?
No.
No. Yeah, probably they might be so. But Carrie, if you feel like you'll feel left, Nini, come with your partner.
Come with your partner.
Just come with your partner. Yeah.
It's about sex and intimacy.
Yeah, it's about sex and intimacy.
So the women are learning about sex, the men about intimacy.
Yes.
Yes. So come and learn.
But on the same platform?
Same platform.
platform.
Same platform. All of us in the same room together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
yes,
That's
same
a
room
good
together.
one. Guys, that's the knowledge that he was talking about. So let's show up and learn and grow our marriages.
Yeah.
They say we get so much knowledge about our careers, about our investments, but we don't do anything about our marriages. That is one platform you can plug in. Thank you so much, Ben and Gathoni. Oh, you're so lovely. I was watching them yesterday in another show that they did 5 years ago. So when they came, I was like, oh, you've grown. I was still expecting what I saw yesterday. Yeah, let's continue preaching the good news of marriage because every time I see people, 10 years, imagine, you're holding each other's hands. This thing is good.
It is.
This thing is good and it works. So thank you for your time. Thank you for what you do. May God cover you and your families. May God cover your marriage. You can redo your vows at 20, at 50 years.
Yeah.
And do an intimate do that intimate wedding that you wanted. But we thank God for this fun. This is a good testimony. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you are letting me down. I'll just tell you the truth. You're letting me down. Watch, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.